Good morning, Arneel, Manish. Hello, Lee. Hi, Lee. Nice to see you guys. Well, I'm going to the doctor at 10 o'clock this morning to see what happens with my blood pressure. I guess they're going to put me on some new meds or something. So we'll see. Hi, Lisa. How are you? How are you feeling, dear? Are you still in lockdown? Been praying for you. Oh, I'm going to the doctor this morning at 10. So I'll be cutting off here early to get over there. See what they're going to do about my blood pressure. Things are kind of quiet here this morning. Frank is back with his mother for the weekend. Her husband is early dementia, early onset dementia, and still at home. So he requires 24/7 observation. Getting ready to go home today. Good. That'll be nice. Your first job is to go to a spa. Oh, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Hi, Dwight. Thank you. I do too. I'm sure it will. I think they just got to figure out what they're going to do about this. I don't really know. I don't understand it. I'm on so many different blood pressure medications. I don't know that they can add one more or even increase any. But I guess we'll see. They'll do something. It's running like 150/80, which is just, it's bad enough to be a problem. But with all the blood thinners I'm on, I'm not likely to have stroke issues, I don't think. Only if I came with you. I would love to, dear. I absolutely would. I, I need that about as bad as you do. Yeah, Lord. Yes, Lisa. Chubbs, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I don't know quite how to sit in front of this camera. That's what I ought to do. I get into this relaxing backwards. I look like I'm falling over. I got a new computer. What is this thing? I don't even know. It's an HP. It's an all-in-one. Um, I guess 21 inch, about 21 inch. Great, great color on it. I love the color. Um, it's really well made. It's solid, stable, easy to deal with. And we have a phone call. Let's see who this is. Father Fish. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that one doesn't work. Let me give you a different number. 941 266 9998. That's my cell. That'll work, yeah. All right, sorry. Thank you. You bet. How are you feeling? You want to answer? Hi there. Thank you. Oh, good. Well, we just got some boxes. Shall I do it opening? Some Amazon stuff. Let's see what it is. Couple of packages. See if I can open them without cutting my hand off. This is so tricky. Here, let's. Movo. What is Movo? Universal cardio microphone. And I got this stand. Let me show you it. Yesterday, mic stand. So we're going all high tech here. Okay, there's that. Let's see what this other. What is this? And that audio cable. Male to female audio cable. I don't need to open that. Let's see. This way. Cut out the window. Whew. I'm pretty good. I'm not bad. I'm actually feeling some better. Going to the doctor this morning to try to figure out what's going on with my blood pressure. Camera and microphone are really good. They really are, aren't they? And that's all built into this this new computer. Howard Van Tassel. Hi all and good morning. Good morning to you, Howard. So yeah, I'm pleased. It was a little pricey, but not the most expensive they had for the size. There was another one that cost another couple of $100, but the tech told me that actually was not better than this one, and that this one gave everything I had on the old one. The only issue is I bought a storage thing, which I haven't hooked up yet, to be able to put all the videos on. And I need to do that. Excuse me. I think I'm getting massages here, messages. Geek Squad, my service is complete. Well, that's old. Email Sky Hicks. Store. Ooh. What is this? My email is Sky Hicks 777 at Ymail. I never heard of Ymail. I don't know who that is. Throwing stuff around here. Knocking stuff on the floor. Harry. RoboCop, they prefer fruits and vegetables. What is it we're talking about? Need to back up. My fish is Pacu. Pacu is madness. Madness. Manish, is it advisable to move the water with a mug up and down in an aquarium to put oxygen and aquarium, which are still, with a mug. You mean like to splash water? Um, you would have to do it for long periods of time for it to make any difference. The reality is that standing water, still unmoving standing water, moves. It's not still. Put a drop of food coloring in a still tank and watch what it does. The water will move. And as it does, it comes in contact, the deeper water comes in contact with the surface, and that's where it exchanges CO2 for O2. Um, you can swirl it up and stir it up. You need to do a lot of that to make a difference. Robocop said his fish is a pacu. I've had some nutty pacu. I just had one, a little one about that big, kill an Oscar that big. He chewed its fins off. Big, beautiful Oscar. It was tragic. It's afternoon at Lee's. Lee's hospital's supposed to be in vacation because their house is full of kids. All the grandbabies. Okay, now we're back to the beginning here. I can move forward. Alex's Aquatics. Hello, Alex. Let's see. Manish, we did that. Howard, saying hello to Lee. Robocop. Yeah, popular problem. Manish says the suckerfish eats cucumber. Yeah, that's good. That works real well. As juvenile, they accept. Yeah, as juvenile, they'll accept anything. Pellets are good with pacus. Any kind of pellet. Peter and Roxanne. Hello, hello. Jay and Aquarium. Hi there. A chick. Oh. Hey, Father Fish. Hope you're doing well and stay safe. Thank you. A chick or a chick or a chick. Funny. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I go to bed wondering if I'll wake up, and then I wake up. And I do that routinely. Always seem to wake up. So I guess I will until I don't. I'm a little blurry eyed this morning. Everyone say where they're from. I'm in England. Lee wants to know where everybody's from. We've had people on these morning streams from all four corners of the earth. It's really been kind of amazing. Tennessee, Howard. Have a sore gum and my plate hurts. Need to rinse with some salt water. Let's see, where are we at? We had South Africa yesterday. We've got Australia, Philippines, Spain, excuse me, no Russia. There should be some Polish, and there are a lot of farmers in Poland, and also in one of those other Scandinavian steppes countries. Bill Witt. Good morning, Bill. Bill's in Ohio. Scott Svensson from Minnesota. And Chubbs is in New Orleans. And Manish is a city near Mumbai from Pune, India. Wonderful. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. It really is. You know, I had somebody send me an email or a note yesterday, I guess, talking about the fact that that I'm communicating Father Fish wisdom to people all over the world, and you know, it's really true. I mean, it's onesie twosie. It's not like millions, but it's a wonder. It's an absolute wonder that we can be linked this way so easily and so effectively, literally from all over the world. We could have people in here from Nome, Alaska, and from well, from everywhere. Stephen, Stephen's in Virginia. He never comments, but always in the back watching. Stephen's with us, lurking all the time. Welcome, Stephen. Nice to have you with us. Ontario, JN, hour and a half drive north of Toronto. Let's say, oh, Lee is on Abbey Road in London near the Citedo. Liverpool is up north of him. Well, I thought you might be from London. That's really interesting. I haven't told you, Lee, that both sides of my family on the male side, my father, his father, my mother, her father, all of those going all the way back, go back to England in the 1600s. They left England in the early or the mid, I guess, 1650s as two separate families, the Parkses and the Foxwells, both of which still exist, both families still exist in number in England, but these branches came to the Richmond colony in 1660. They both emigrated north up the east bank of the Chesapeake Bay, the peninsula, and both settled in near what is now Cambridge, Maryland, just outside of which is Church Creek, outside of which is a little spit of land called World's End. No one lives there today. It is mosquito infested swamp. But that's where both sides of my family settled before it was mosquito infested swamp, some nearly 400 years ago, 360 or so years ago. Each family, the families married, intermarried once in each century. My parents being the latest matchup of those families. So we are settlers. We are not immigrants. We are settlers, much as are the Afrikaners settlers, being thrown off their ancestral land. in which no one lived until they settled it. There were not even Aborigines, as was the case here in this country. South Africa, when the Afrikaners landed, was absent any human population. It was it was a land ready for the taking and ready for the building. And they did so. I don't want to talk any more about that. I just am disheartened with the way evil strikes in the hearts of men and brings about the horrors of all the things we're seeing all over the world today, even in our own country. Lee thinks I'm a guru. India. Really, who said this? India is your second. No. Do you have a vintage air pump? Robocop says, yes, I do. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I have several. This is a newer one. This one's only about 50 years old. I have several. I have two or three others. I need to set up a little antique display, I guess. And it works. The belt I remember as a kid. This is a double, which is nice. I remember as a kid, I had one of these, and they require some work. But the nice thing about them is you can work with them. The motors are all really, really good motors, and the pistons work well. It's just a matter of keeping them going. You do need a one-way valve with them. You got a young people over here in Rhode Island, Exotic, lots of wisdom. Thank you so much, your generosity to share your advice. Thank you, Exotic. Nice to meet you and talk to you. Let's see. Manish. Rally Lee. Now, where is that? I missed a note and I'm not finding it. Oh, well. Oh, Lee Wilcox. I was born in St. Albans and worked all over the world. When I retired, Sue and I moved to Portsmouth Island, Portsmouth, England, to be by the sea. Great history, Father Fish. Please come back. I would love to. I've never been to England. I would dearly love to come claim my ancestral manse. Where I could languish. Nathan Bellenberger, how loud is it? It's pump, 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 pump. It's not loud. It's kind of a pleasant sound, actually. I mean, if you like the sound of motors, it's not like a screeching or anything like that. It's sort of like a car engine purring. It's a kind of a sort of like that. How long the belt works before it needs replacement? Um, this one has I don't know what is it called, a geared. It's geared, so it. I don't know if you can see it. It's geared, so the belt is not going to have the strain on it. They hold up better. I don't know how long they last. They really don't burn out. The belts last a very, very long time. I don't recall. I guess I've had belts stretch. You can adjust the motor a little bit in the bracket in order to tighten it up, but I don't recall ever really replacing belts. I'm sure I did. I do recall replacing what's the thing that goes in the piston, the valve, whatever that's called, the little cup device that causes the air to pump. Replace those often enough. Yeah, like a compressor and a spray gun. Sort of like that, but probably not as loud. Omar Monsif, much love from New York. Learned a lot from this great man. Hope you were doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. And I'm going to be leaving here in about 15 minutes to go see my doctor to get caught up on meds. What brand soil do you use in your planted tanks? No, none in particular. There are a couple of things I like. The only thing I use brand wise consistently is Black Cow because it has a consistency that I've not been able to replicate with anything else. But I mix that significantly because it's very thick. I mix it with a lot of peat and potting soil, as well, of course, as sand and about 11 different elements that I put in. I guess I need to go through another video and redo all of the putting the soil together. I seem to need to do it periodically. People don't go back. They'll look at current, don't go back. I have a library, but how many people ever really use the library? Google has probably been the best boon to librarians, although I don't know that any librarians work for Google. That's an interesting thought. They certainly ought to. We need to look into that, make sure Google is hiring librarians in order to keep their search engine appropriately up to date. American Auto Repair. My car's in the shop for repairs. Let's see what's up. Hi there. Father.
Hi,
Yeah. Yes.
you can tell him I've got his door latch itself is going to end up needing to be replaced. I've got one ordered. I should see it sometime today so we can repair his door on Monday or Tuesday, whichever works better for us.
Okay, this is Father Fish. This is Lou. Yeah, this is Father Fish.
Yep.
So Monday or Tuesday. Okay, that's great. I'll just keep I'll keep the bungee on it.
Perfect. All right. We'll talk to you on Monday then.
Very good. And I owe you for that lens. Can I pay you both of them together? Thank you. Okay.
All right.
See you next week. Great.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. My car door won't close. My passenger car door. Leland Lee, always nice to see old equipment compared to what we have now. Help us appreciate how far this hobby has come. Yeah, and the thing that's interesting about this pump is this was designed for aquariums. I mean, the frame is a newer model frame. It's not an original model frame. I do have an original. Let me see if I can dig it out. Hold on a minute. Well, I'm wrong. This is the same one. Look at this, guys, in the box. Brand new in the box. Supreme Positive Drive Belt. That's what that's called. It's got a tag on it. 2-cylinder Dynamaster with a barcode. So these are, I don't know that they're still available, but this is the same as the one we were just looking at, just a different color and cleaner, and may well be brand new. It's got all the paperwork. A real antique in the box. All right, that's fun. Things are built to last. Yeah, and that's really true. These pumps, I know people who still use them 50 years later, still using them. They don't put out a lot of volume. But the old Little Giants, is that what they were called? Little Giants. They're pretty old too. Vibrator pumps. They're still in the works. In fact, they're all repairable. We used to get repair kits for them. All of the old vibrators. They still can be, but they're so cheap, nobody bothers. Yeah, Richter's talking about the design of the classic aquarium. I had an aquarium that I donated a couple of years ago to an aquarium museum being built in San Francisco by the owner of ZooMed. The aquarium is from 1895. It was given to me by the man whose father bought it for him new and gave it to him in 1895. He gave it to me in about 1975, 80 years later. And I kept it until, refurbished it, rebuilt it, kept it until about 2 years ago, and thought it would be intelligent to donate it. They really wanted it. The ZooMed rep kept coming in looking at it. I had it on display. I'll have to try to find a picture of it. I don't think I have any videos, but it was a little tiny thing, about a 2-3 gallon, brass corners with little balls on top, sitting on about 1.5 inch thick slate. Really super little tank. I decided that it would be best to do that rather than allow it to disappear in an estate sale or some such thing, or wind up on a dump. Let's see. Howard, Chevy Fish is here. Hi, Chevy. Nice to see you. Oh, Chevy is sharing my links. Good job. Richter Belmont, hello. Petroman 1185. I use laterite. The swords grow big with it. Laterite's a great product. Laterite has an amazing amount of nutrition in it. It needs breaking down like with sand or some roughage, but it's really excellent. I don't use it. I really should. I did get a bag of it recently, but I haven't started using it. Let's see. All right, we've run through all this. I think 47. I'm going to need to go. I need to get myself together and get out of here. Thank you guys for plugging in. Sorry to cut things off short. I've got a doctor's appointment in about 10 minutes. So I need to run Aquatic Conquest. Nice to see you, Aquatic. I'll try to be on tomorrow. This Saturday, I should be able to be on longer. So we'll have fun tomorrow. Lee, bringing people from all over the world. We all share with love. Yes, indeed. And thank you, Surly. Surly. Surly, for the wonder of your presence. Thank you. See you all soon. So the Aquatic Conquest is from UK. Representing the UK, I guess. Thank you. God bless you all. See you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.